How's it going, everyone? It's Thursday. Welcome to Sports Throwback Thursday with your one and only Miguel Mike Medina. And for today's Throwback Thursday, we're going to take it back to 1994, Week 1, New England Patriots versus the Miami Dolphins. The game took place at the old classic Joe Robbie Stadium. That stadium was amazing. I wish I could have experienced that stadium, but at least I got to experience Marlins Park. Great stadium, but I would prefer Joe Robbie Stadium. So this game, crazy, 30 years ago. What an epic duel between Drew Bledsoe and Dan Marino. It sucks the way Drew Bledsoe's career ended, with that hit by Mo Williams, and we know what happened after that. And I feel bad for Dan Marino because he is such a talented, gifted quarterback. No one throws, when we're talking about arm strength, his arm is just phenomenal. And I wish he would have won at least one Super Bowl. For a quarterback of his caliber, that's something that we all wish um, that he would have had before he retired. And Dan Marino is not only one of the best quarterbacks of all time, but he's one of the most likable quarterbacks of all time as well. And such a quarterback, the kind of talent that he had, we all wish he would have won a Super Bowl, but that was not the case. But as for this game, these two men, they put on a show. It was an epic duel between Drew Bledsoe and Dan Marino. Both men combined for 9 touchdowns. Dan Marino threw for 5. Drew Bledsoe threw for 4. Bledsoe had 2 interceptions, and Marino had 1 interception. For both men, they threw over 400 yards. And Dan Marino, this was the game where he had his 18th career game where he had at least 4 touchdown passes, and he passed another great quarterback in John Unitas in that aspect. The Patriots, they mostly had the advantage and the momentum throughout this game, but Dan Marino just kept coming back, kept coming back, kept coming back. And the third quarter was probably my favorite quarter of this game because you just saw great playmaking abilities from both quarterbacks. Fourth quarter was great as well, but for me, the third quarter stands out the most. I like how the Patriots offensive line protected Bledsoe in certain possessions. I like that the touchdown that Dan Marino threw to Keith Jackson was big in the third quarter, and that touchdown marked Dan Marino's 300th career touchdown pass. So, so yeah. What else? What else? What else? In the last 5 minutes, I would say from the 5 minute mark to the 3 minute mark, when Miami had the ball trailing 35 to 32, Patriots defense, they kept pressuring and blitzing Marino. And there were some parts that it worked, and some of them didn't because Dan Marino is just Dan Marino. And but he threw the game-winning touchdown to Urban Fryer to give the Miami Dolphins a 39 to 35 lead. And Fryer had 3 touchdowns in his game. Patriots, they had a chance, but then they fumbled late in the game. They had a chance to win this game, or should I say they should have won this game had they turned down the turnover ratio and take advantage of certain things. But this was a great epic duel between both teams. You had Bill Parcells coaching on the Patriots side. You had Don Shula in the Miami side. Patriots, they had a lot of talent, and this was only the start of it. Drew Bledsoe, Ty Law, a rookie, Willie McGinnis as the linebacker, Coates, um, Curtis Martin before he became a New York Jet. As for Miami Dolphins, you had Key Jackson, Fryer, Brian Cox, I believe. Yeah, he went on to play for the Patriots later in the future. So this was a great game. Great game. NFL on NBC at the time, the 90s. So this was phenomenal. And it's on YouTube. So God bless NFL Throwback YouTube channel for uploading this, even though they uploaded 5 years ago. But it showed up in my recommendation section yesterday, I believe it was, because week one is this weekend, so I'm excited. But this was a classic game. Patriots, Dolphins, AFC East rivalry, Bledsoe versus Marino. It was just sensational. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video of Sports Throwback Thursday, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, be safe. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care, guys.